Riga is the capital and largest city of Latvia, and has a rich history. The city was founded in 1201 by the German bishop Albert von Buxhoeveden, and it quickly developed into an important trading center. In the 14th and 15th centuries, Riga became one of the largest and most prosperous cities in the Baltic region. During this time, the city's old town was developed, and many of the buildings that still stand today were built. In the 16th century, Riga came under the control of the Polish-Lithuanian Commonwealth, and later, the Swedish Empire. In the 18th century, Riga came under the control of the Russian Empire. In the early 20th century, Riga became a center of political and cultural activity in the Baltic region. This led to the rise of Latvian nationalism movements, and in 1918, Latvia declared its independence from Russia. However, the city was occupied by the Soviet Union in 1940, and it was subsequently occupied by Nazi Germany during World War II. After the war, Riga was again occupied by the Soviet Union until 1991, when Latvia regained its independence. Some top sites in Riga, Latvia include: the old town of Riga is a well-preserved collection of medieval architecture, with winding streets, colorful buildings, and charming squares. Some of the most notable buildings include St. Peter's Church, which dates back to the 13th century. Riga Cathedral is an impressive Gothic structure and the largest church in the Baltic states. It is known for its beautiful stained glass windows and intricate carvings. Riga is known for its large collection of Art Nouveau buildings, which feature ornate facades and decorations. The neighborhood of Alberta Jela is particularly famous for its Art Nouveau buildings, and it's considered one of the most beautiful streets of this style in Europe. The Freedom Monument is a striking granite and copper monument that stands in the center of Bostakolns Park. It was built in 1935 to commemorate Latvia's struggle for independence, and it's a symbol of the country's freedom and sovereignty. Riga's Central Market is one of the largest indoor markets in Europe and offers a wide variety of local produce, meat, fish, and crafts. Visitors can explore the market's many stalls, sample local delicacies, and purchase souvenirs. The Latvian National Museum of Art is one of the most important art museums in Latvia. It houses a diverse collection of Latvian and international art. The museum's collection includes works by famous Latvian artists, as well as pieces by European and Russian artists. Several Hollywood films have been shot in Riga. Let us look at some of them. Adults in the Room is a 2019 film directed by Kosta Gavras, based on the book of the same name by Yanis Varoufakis. The film tells the story of the negotiations between Greece and its creditors during the country's financial crisis in 2015. Billion Dollar Brain is a 1967 film directed by Ken Russell and based on the novel by Len Deaton. The film stars Michael Caine as Harry Palmer, a former British intelligence agent who becomes embroiled in a plot to overthrow the government of Latvia with the help of a powerful computer brain. Coup de Grace is a 1976 film directed by Volker Schlundorf, set during the Russian Civil War in 1919. The film tells the story of two brothers, one of whom is a white Russian officer and the other a Red Army soldier, who are both fighting for control of Latvia. Defenders of Riga is a 2007 Latvian film directed by Igor Skrauba. The film tells the story of the Latvian War of Independence, which took place in 1919 and 1920. The Odessa File is a 1974 film directed by Ronald Niam and based on the novel by Frederick Forsyth. The film stars John Voight as a German journalist who investigates a secret organization made up of former SS officers. Red Hot is a 1988 film directed by William Tannen. The film tells the story of a group of undercover FBI agents who infiltrate a group of international arms dealers. Let us look at Riga in the world of literature. The Dogs of Riga is a crime novel by Swedish author Henning Mankell, the second book in his Kurt Wallander series. The story follows police detective Kurt Wallander as he investigates a double murder in Riga, Latvia and uncovers a web of corruption and political intrigue. A Woman in Amber, Healing the Trauma of War and Exile is a memoir by Latvian-American author Agat Nisal. The book tells the story of the author's life, from her childhood in Latvia during World War II, to her experiences as a refugee in Germany and her eventual immigration to the United States. The Mascot is a memoir by Mark Kurzum, a Jewish boy who survived the Holocaust in Latvia. The book tells the story of how he was able to survive the war by hiding in plain sight, posing as a Latvian peasant and working as a mascot for a Latvian police unit. Things to do in Riga. A guided walking tour is a great way to explore the medieval architecture and charming streets of the old town. Visitors will learn about the history of Riga and see some of the city's most famous landmarks, such as St. Peter's Church and the House of the Blackheads. Enjoy a boat tour on the Daugava River, A boat tour on the Daugava River is a great way to see Riga from a different perspective. Visitors can take in the city's beautiful waterfront and learn about the history of Riga's port. Explore the Latvian National Opera. The Latvian National Opera is a beautiful Art Nouveau building that is home to the Latvian National Opera and Ballet. Visitors can take a tour of the building and learn about its history, or catch a performance. Visit the Riga Motor Museum. The Riga Motor Museum is dedicated to the history of automobiles, featuring more than 200 cars, motorcycles, and bicycles from various eras. The best time to visit Riga, Latvia depends on what you want to do and see during your trip. If you want to enjoy the city's outdoor attractions and festivals, the summer months of June, July, and August are the best time to visit. During this time, the weather is warm and sunny, and you can take advantage of the many outdoor cafes, parks and festivals that take place in the city. However, if you want to see Riga's Christmas markets and enjoy the winter festivities, the best time to visit would be in December. Riga's Christmas markets are quite popular and attract many visitors. During this time you can enjoy the Christmas lights and traditional Latvian Christmas food and drinks. Spring and fall are also great times to visit Riga, as the weather is mild and the crowds are not as heavy as in the summer. You can take advantage of the changing colors of the leaves, and also enjoy the milder weather. Riga, Latvia offers a variety of transportation options for getting around the city. Riga has an extensive public bus and trolleybus network, which is operated by Riga City Transport. Buses and trolleybuses run frequently, and they serve most areas of the city. Riga has a commuter train service that connects the city with its surrounding suburbs. This service is operated by the Latvian Railway Company. It's a good option for getting to the beach town of Jūrmala. Riga has a bike sharing program called Velor, which allows people to rent a bike for a short time with a credit card or a Velor card, available for purchase at the Velor stations. Riga's Old Town is relatively compact, and many of the city's main attractions are located within walking distance of each other. Walking is a great way to explore the city and take in the sights and sounds of the city. How cheap is Riga? Riga, Latvia is considered a relatively affordable destination compared to many other European cities. The cost of living in Riga is generally lower than in many Western European cities, and this is reflected in the prices of accommodation, food, and transportation. Accommodation. Riga offers a wide range of accommodation options, from budget hostels to luxury hotels. Prices for budget accommodations start at around 20 to 25 euros per night, while mid-range hotels can be found for around 50 to 70 euros per night. Luxury hotels can be found for around 100 to 200 euros per night. Eating out in Riga is relatively cheap compared to many other European cities. A meal at a local restaurant can cost around 10 to 15 euros, while a meal at a more upscale restaurant can cost around 30 to 50 euros. Street food and fast food are also available and can be found for even cheaper prices. Transportation. Public transportation in Riga is relatively cheap, with a single ride ticket costing around 1 to 2 euros, and a day pass costing around 5 euros. Taxis are also relatively affordable, with an average fare of around 5 to 10 euros for a short ride. Many of Riga's main attractions, such as museums and historic sites, have an admission fee, which can range from 2 to 10 euros. Some of the most famous attractions like the Old Town and the Riga Castle are free to visit. Thanks for watching.